Harvest Harmonics, and welcome to the Profitable Farmer once again. And I want to just give a shout out to all my American farmers. I love farmers all over the world, and I talk to farmers every day from various countries. But please, American guys, please placing some orders with me. I love, obviously helping farmers everywhere, but sometimes dealing with customs and shipping and international laws and all this stuff is very frustrating. And I'm sure if you deal with any kind of exports or shipping across country borders and that kind of stuff, I'm sure your farming operation has very similar frustrations. And it's understandable. I mean, anytime you enter bureaucracy and that kind of stuff, you wind up getting red tape and all that stuff. So today I wanted to talk to you. It's the beginning of November. Hopefully, by now, I think most people up here in the United States have either finished harvesting or in the tail end of the harvest, and that means I get to start hearing about all the good news and all the results and everything from this year. A lot of times the farmers tell me, they'll say, "Well, it looks good," but they don't. They always want to withhold judgment until that final yield is in. So one of our farmers just let us know that he had a really good yield and had probably the best quality wine grapes that he's seen. His wineries and his packing houses were extremely happy with his results. Got really good quality, and of course, for wine grape growers, it's not about yield. Most of the time, we're here talking about increasing yield, increasing yield, increasing yield. For wine grape growers, they don't necessarily always want a lot more yield or tonnage. They want to know that the quality of the crops they're getting is a better quality, and that's what we're starting to see with some of our wine trials that we've done this year. And we can't wait till the California guys. We already got the northern guys finished, and we can't wait to see what the California guys are going to do this year and next year as well. We have a lot of big wineries, big grape growers that are growing wine grapes in California that are all slated to start trials with us this next year. And of course, we want to jump on board with them. So for those of the rest of you guys, if you guys are finished your harvest or finishing up your season, or already have finished up your season, before you kind of check out and get into the holiday season, we wanted to let you know that we have a lot of really good programs that are designed to support farmers. Whether you're having issues with water shortages, whether you're having issues with insects or funguses, or quality of the fruits and vegetables, or yield, or just tired of high input costs, all these different factors that are making farming more difficult. Um, this is what we're here for. This is why we're here. This is why we're supporting farmers, because when you can make plants healthy and you can make soil healthy, just handling those two key areas is going to dramatically improve the quality and quantity of your yields. And that's why we're getting such amazing results. Yes, I can go through all the technical details of how our system works. Yes, I can go into the 30 years of research that it took to develop this technology. But at the end of the day, it boils down to a simplicity. We can get very complicated, and when you talk to some scientists and agronomists and stuff, there's all these different variables to keep track of, and of course we want to keep track of these things. But it all boils down to a simplicity, and that is, if you take care of your soil and you take care of your plants, then they should do the rest. The rest sort of takes care of itself. Healthy plants will have their own immune systems against insects and funguses and disease. Healthy soil will repel a lot of insects and a lot of earth-borne diseases and that kind of stuff. It will also cause a regenerative effect where it will rebuild itself over time. Microbial activity in the soil will continue to rebuild that soil and replenish it for years to come. It will sequester that nitrogen and carbon out of the air, which is such a big part of the greenhouse gas problem. If you've heard of these things in Sri Lanka and in the Netherlands and in Canada, I mean, we can speculate as to what ulterior motives might be going on, but the reality is the impetus behind a lot of these regulations is to improve environmental and reduce environmental damage from agriculture being done. So we are all way out ahead of that, and a lot of our farmers are way out ahead of this program, because the way you improve the environmental impact of farming is to reduce nitrogen usage, be able to pull nitrogen and nitrogen compounds out of the air and into the soil. If you can pull that nitrogen out of the air into the soil and pull that carbon dioxide out of the air into the soil, it not only rebuilds the soil and makes the soil more fertile, but it also reduces those greenhouse gases that are such a big challenge. And those key environmental factors are going to make your farm stand out, because when the regulators come and they start asking how much nitrogen are you using, how much this is being utilized by the plants, how much is being wasted, you're going to be able to look at them in the eye and say, look, I'm not using that much fertilizer anymore. My system, this Kyminasi system, is making my plants so efficient they just don't need that much nitrogen, and I'm saving a ton of money on my input costs. Not only will you be saving a ton of money on input costs, that when the regulations come, you're not going to have to worry about getting fined or any of this type of stuff. With water regulations in California and these other areas that are starting to have very serious water consequences and water issues from prolonged droughts. If you can utilize water more efficiently, that means you can still get your crops out with less water and utilize a lot less water than you did before. So take advantage of these types of systems. Now, as with anything else, any solution to a problem is going to require some investment. Let's just be honest. I'm not here to pretend that I'm here to just give away my technology for free. I mean, I'm here to help as many farmers as I can. And to do that, I need to have revenue coming in that I can continue to build my products and get my products out there and continue to produce to help more and more farmers. So I'm not saying that my technology is free, but the technology always delivers far in excess of the cost. And it's never been a situation where my technology did not produce above and beyond the call of duty. So if you guys are looking to invest in solutions to problems, if you guys want solutions to problems and you're really ready to invest in these things now for the current and future benefit of your farm, then I really want to work with you. I want to work with you to help make your farm more efficient. I want to work with you to help your farm be more efficient in nitrogen and fertilizer usage. I want to help your farm become more efficient in water usage. I want to help your farm produce more yield and better quality than you ever thought possible without having to dramatically increase your input costs. If all of this sounds like something that you want to do, then let's start now. I know the next season is not probably for a few months now, and a lot of farmers are just finishing up their harvest, and I get that, but let's take the opportunity now to lock yourself in and get yourself ready to go for next year, and then you can just go and enjoy the holidays. And when we turn the corner on the new year, we'll send your system out, and you'll be all set and ready to go for the next year and have the best year probably of your life. If that sounds like something you want to take advantage of, then please go to our website, check out our case studies, check out our science, and then give me a call at 727-324-6750. And let's work together to help your farm become part of the future of farming today. That's all I got for today's episode, guys. I got a lot of orders I got to get out here still in the next 10, 20 minutes. So I'm going to cut today's episode short. But if you do have questions, please, again, give us a call or go to our website and ask your questions there or in the comments here, and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as I can. I hope to hear from you guys very soon. I'm going to get back to helping more and more farmers and get these farmers that have already taken advantage of our specials to get their orders out so that they'll be ready to go for next year. And I hope you can do the same very soon. Have a great day.